2017 Maserati Levante introduction. This is Maserati's first SUV, and quite a departure for a company that has traditionally made glamorous coupes, cabriolets and luxury sports sedans. The Italian company is trying to give customers what they want, namely, a vehicle with a higher seating position, an aura of safety and a more rugged image. Maserati's Levante has all of these things, as well as the promise of high performance and a sumptuous interior. Two engines are available, one with 345 horsepower, the other boasting 424 horsepower. Both are twin-turbo gasoline V6s manufactured to Maserati's design by Ferrari. In terms of size, the Levante is similar to the Audi Q7 in most dimensions. All Levantes come standard with all-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic gearbox. There's also a standard height-adjustable air suspension, hill descent control and driver-selectable off-road modes that are intended to provide useful agility when the road runs out. To that end, it features a mechanical limit-slip differential for the rear axle, and a basic torque distribution that sends 90% of the engine's effort to the rear wheels unless the conditions demand otherwise. What trim levels does it come in? The 2017 Maserati Levante is a four-door SUV with either luxury or sport packages, as well as a Zegna luxury package featuring silk and leather trim with contrast stitching. Key standard features include an 8.4-inch touchscreen with navigation, leather upholstery, an 8-speaker audio system, dual-zone climate control, rain-sensing wipers, a powered steering column, keyless entry and starting, a power tailgate, HomeLink, a driver easy access system, rear window privacy glass and hill descent control. A panoramic glass roof is optional, together with a number of personalizing D&E acute core choices. How does it drive? Anyone familiar with luxury SUVs will find the Levante broadly familiar. The cabin feels amply spacious up front and it's pretty luxuriantly trimmed, too, with leather upholstery on not only the seats but much of the dashboard, too. The Levante's sportier side surfaces once the engine is fired, as the exhausts issue racy notes, its mission further underlined by a sizable set of aluminium paddle shifters. Maserati performance is evident as soon as you find an open road and sink the accelerator. The 424 horsepower version rockets forward with enthusiasm, the swift, smooth upshifts of the transmission adding to the sense of momentum along with throaty sounds from the exhaust pipes. The strong performance is borne out by Maserati's figures, which claim 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.0 seconds and a 164 miles per hour top speed for the 424 horsepower V6. The 345 horsepower version isn't much slower, needing 5.8 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour, its top speed running to 156 miles per hour. Equally impressive is the way the Levante handles twisty roads. This sizable SUV slices through tricky roads with the deft confidence of something far smaller. The result is a genuinely sporty drive, and abilities that make it easy to forget that this is quite a tall and bulky vehicle. Maserati says it designed this SUV to be easy to drive fast, along with being safe for the family, too. How does it rate in terms of interior comfort? This is a plush car, if not quite as lushly plush as some past Maseratis. However, it's not as expensive as many of them, and there is scope for personalizing the car with upholstery and decor upgrades. The center of the dash is dominated by a decently scaled infotainment touchscreen that can also be operated via a rotary controller. It's intuitive to use, and supplemented by a versatile information screen between the main instrument dials. A head-up display is unavailable, however. Space up front is generous, but in the rear it's no more than adequate, especially if the front seats are set low, preventing feet from sliding beneath them. The middle rear seat is fine for short journeys, and there are two ISOFIX child seat mountings. The 19.4 cubic foot trunk is quite long and wide but a bit shallow and nothing special in terms of volume. but the split rear seat backrest is easy to drop and the power tailgate simple to use. In-cabin storage is average, the center console providing a cubby and cup holders but no open trays. On the move the Levante is pretty refined, Maserati working hard to make it easier for rear seat passengers to talk to those up front. Fears some wind noise at speed, and occasionally some road roar, but conversations are easy to hold. What are its closest competitors? The Levante joins the growing ranks of SUVs that focus on the sporting element of sport utility vehicles. Among them are the Range Rover Sport, which costs similar money and provides a superb blend of performance, handling and off-road ability. The Porsche Cayenne handles even more sharply than the Range Rover Sport, but is not quite as capable off-road. It is, however, considerably cheaper than both the Maserati and the Range Rover Sport. Why should you consider this car? The Levante is more practical than you might expect of a 5-door Maserati sporting mild off-road ambitions. More than that, it's a good long-distance cruiser and more fun than most SUVs on a twisting road, where it excels in highly entertaining style. It's competent off-road and in terms of interior finish, a pleasure to sit in. Why should you think twice about this car? The Levante is not hugely spacious in the rear or the trunk, there is no 7-seat option and its ride quality may prove a bit firm for some. Don't expect outstanding gas mileage, either.